name is Keith and I am a minimalist collector. I am recording my year-end video, and over the course of the year I kept track of everything that I brought into my life. So every physical thing that entered my house. What went out is ridiculous compared to this volume. This feels like a haul video, to be honest. Putting this together, assembling this, felt like one of the look at all the stuff I bought videos that are very common on YouTube. And this is kind of the opposite of that, because it's not celebrating it, I'm not justifying it either. Like, I don't want to go through this process and tell you a reason why I got everything that I got. When I started minimizing about a year ago, I was curious to keep track of what came in. Part of that is, we'll call it a minimalism audit. I wanted to make sure that not only did I think about the purchase before, or even just the getting of something, I wanted to have a reminder as I went of how much I was getting. So this isn't to justify anything, this is really to see what it looks like. So this is a year of things. I know there is a tendency, unfortunately, in the minimalism and slow living community to race for the bottom, to compare, I bought less than this person, I accumulate, I have fewer items than this. I don't play that game, I don't like it. The whole point of slow living and minimizing is to get out of the game of comparing yourselves to others. So if this is far more than you got, then good for you. If it's far less than you got, then good for you. This is what I got. So what's missing from this stack is there were a couple of items that either aren't here, aren't in my home, they're at my workplace, or it just wasn't realistic to move them from where they are in the home. So as well as the stuff you see, I got a fidget spinner that was a gift, 2 small folding tables about the size of this that are in our garage, keeping our garage organized. I replaced the shoelaces on my boots. That one's really to demonstrate that I was keeping very close track of what was coming in. 3 pairs of underwear. We replaced our vacuum cleaner. I replaced my Fitbit, which I'm wearing, so it is in the video. And I got a new computer. That was my wife's Christmas gift to me. It was a new tower computer, and I wasn't going to disassemble it. I could have put it on the shelf, but really it just seemed more work than it was worth to show that. So that's it. That's all that's everything I got that isn't included here. Certainly as I look through it, clothes was an interesting one, because I donated and purged a lot of clothes early on the process, and part of that was that I found that there were a lot of clothes I owned that didn't suit me, that I didn't like or didn't fit right, or had just become worn out and I still had them. But over the course of the year, that actually meant that I had to purchase clothes, because once I started digging into what didn't look good on me and what I didn't feel comfortable with, I actually found that I needed some new clothes that made me feel good. So I got a gift card from someone recently and went out, and that's what I used it for, was brand new clothes. One of my earliest videos was my sock video, which is one of my most popular. This is a full replacement of my white socks. So I only buy a big package of black socks every 3 to 5 years and a big package of white socks every 3 to 5 years. And then I just recycle or donate or whatever. You can't actually recycle, but you get rid of what has been worn out. And I don't pair these or anything, it's just 20 pairs of white socks. It'll be 5 years before I have to purchase those again. There was quite a bit of Lego. I didn't buy any big sets, I bought a couple of little cute sets. So I don't want to go through everything, I want to pick out a few things. So definitely volume-wise, clothing and records are the thing that I got that takes up the most space. Records actually would be the heaviest thing. Records are something that I've been getting back into and really enjoying the past 2 years. And it's interesting to talk to other minimalists and slow living advocates, because records actually comes up quite often as something that they're purchasing. Part of that is the slowness of it. One of my other videos was how 78 RPM records led me to minimalism. So records, the regular vinyl goes with that. I buy almost everything I buy used. I'm actually going to get out of buying anything new, because I purchased a new record recently and had to return it twice because it skipped. I'm going to highlight the best things, the things that brought me the most value this year out of all of this pile. I'm going to say they're actually right here in front of me. So this is a external hard drive. This is a terabyte hard drive. I'm old enough to be astounded that this is it's actually 2 terabytes. I can't even get my head around that that's 2 terabytes on that. But that's my backup. So my computer tower is backed up to this once a month. All of my important documents are backed up to the cloud. All of my family photos are on that. All of my music is on that. All of digital comics I've gotten through bundles and etc. So there's a lot of material that is, if not irreplaceable, incredibly irritating to replace. This right here is probably the thing that has given me the most value this year. It's a French press. I use this every single morning. This little $20 item meant that I can have good quality coffee every morning with almost no effort. It is fantastic. I stopped drinking the coffee at work. I stopped buying coffee, and for about $1 a day, I can have really, really high quality coffee. It has been fantastic. I've loved doing that. It's probably the thing that has brought me the most value for an incredibly small amount of space and effort. One of the things I've really enjoyed this year is the amount of being able to contribute. So I sold a lot of stuff on eBay, and I had made a decision early on that when I was selling anything, I would allocate 10% of what I was getting from those and donate it. So I work for a charity, so I donated to them. I donated to the Canadian Civil Liberties, because I really think that my value on free speech needs to be supported financially by me. So even if that's a few dollars, it's what I can do, and it's something that I really feel passionate about. These are little stickers and pins that I got from the Comic Book Legal Defense Fund, which is a cause I feel very passionate about. Now, Comic Book Legal Defense Fund does not function in Canada. However, realistically, I understand that what happens in the US as far as our popular culture impacts us in Canada. If you get arrested for creating work in the US, if your work gets suppressed or banned or censored in the US, it's never going to make it to me. So I can cross the border and hand off some money to them to support their work, and that ensures that this material is even being created to start with. The biggest accomplishment this year, so this is a little piece of paper. This is my certificate from a university extension certificate in nonprofit management. So that was a big thing for me to finish this year. And it went on the pile because it is a physical item that I got. So some people get rid of, or just scan off their certificates and stuff. I like them. I like having them on the wall. They remind me of all the work I put in. So this was an odd video to record, honestly. I don't know if this is a lot of stuff or a little bit of stuff. I know for me, this is a little bit of stuff. I might dig up a photo from when I went to San Diego Comic-Con, because honestly, the 4 days at San Diego Comic-Con is a fairly comparable pile to this for 4 days. It actually would be. It may beat this. It probably does in weight, if not in money spent. There's a few things I don't think I would do again that are on here. I don't think there's any books that I regret getting, any comics. I bought 2 movies the entire year in hard copy. I really thought about that, and I only bought them actually in November, once the prices had dropped really low. I know this is really kind of drilling down exacting detail, but I want to demonstrate how closely I'm paying attention to this for you and for me. I'm not messing around with it. Part of minimizing is staying minimized. Don't make the space so that you can fill it back up with other things. I think this video will actually be more interesting a year from now when I can compare this video to the 2018, because that's really going to show me where my habits are and where the pressure areas are. So thanks very much for watching. Thanks for watching all of my videos. It's been fantastic to get responses, and please subscribe, please recommend them to other people. I've got a small but loyal fan base. And one thing I really like is, even though it's a small amount of people that that subscribe at this point, they actually watch the videos really quickly. Most of my subscribers will watch it within the first 12 hours after I post, which is just incredible. It makes me feel great. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. I have to put all this stuff away. I didn't think that through. I didn't explain the apple picker either. It's great. Haircut.